Welcome to Bedtime Stories, a place where magical tales come to life, filling hearts with wisdom and wonder. Have you ever wondered what it takes to turn a tiny seed into a towering tree? Just like a seed, dreams need time, care, and patience to grow. Tonight, we bring you the story of a wise old farmer named Samuel. His farm was not only known for its bountiful harvests, but also for the lessons he shared, lessons about patience, perseverance, and the seeds of success. Will young Tom learn the secret to growing his dreams? Get cozy, and let's begin! In a small village nestled among green hills, there lived a wise old farmer named Samuel. Samuel had worked the land for over 50 years, and his farm was known throughout the region for its bountiful harvests. But Samuel's true wealth wasn't in his crops or his land. It was in the wisdom he had gathered over the years. People often came to Samuel for advice, and he always had a story or a lesson to share. One day, a young boy named Tom came to visit Samuel. Tom was frustrated and on the verge of giving up on his dreams. "What troubles you, young Tom?" Samuel asked, his eyes twinkling with kindness. "I want to be successful, but everything seems so hard. I don't think I'll ever make it," replied Tom. Samuel listened patiently, then reached into his pocket and pulled out a small pouch. Samuel looked at Tom with a knowing smile. "Success is like planting a seed," he said gently, his voice filled with wisdom. Samuel held up a tiny seed between his fingers. "At first, it seems small and insignificant," he said. Samuel took Tom to his greenhouse and planted the seed in a small pot. "But with care, water, and sunlight, it begins to grow," Samuel explained, his voice calm and reassuring. "Just like this seed, your dreams need nurturing," Samuel explained. "You must water them with hard work, feed them with knowledge, and give them the light of perseverance." Tom listened intently, beginning to understand. Samuel looked at Tom with patience in his eyes. "But remember, growth takes time," he reminded him, his voice steady and wise. "A seed doesn't become a tree overnight. It grows slowly, steadily, day by day." Samuel pointed to the towering oak tree. "Even this mighty oak was once a tiny acorn," he said, his voice filled with wisdom. Tom's eyes widened as he imagined the long journey of the oak. Success is the same way. It's not about instant results, but consistent effort. Samuel told Tom about his own journey, how he had built his farm from nothing, facing droughts, storms, and countless challenges. Samuel gazed over his fields. "There were times I wanted to give up," he admitted, "but I kept nurturing my dreams, just like I nurtured my crops." Tom began to see his own challenges in a new light. Samuel handed Tom a small pot with a newly planted seed. "Here, Tom, this is for you to take home," he said with a warm smile. "Care for it and let it remind you that great things start small," said Samuel. Tom left Samuel's farm that day with more than just a potted plant. He left with hope and a new perspective. Over the next few weeks, Tom cared for his plant diligently, just as Samuel had taught him. He also applied Samuel's wisdom to his own life, working harder at school and pursuing his interests with renewed enthusiasm. As his plant grew and flourished, so did Tom's confidence and determination. A month later, Tom returned to Samuel's farm, eager to show the farmer his progress. Samuel's face lit up with pride as he looked at Tom's thriving plant. "Well done, Tom. You've cared for it beautifully," he said warmly. Tom smiled gratefully, looking at Samuel. "Thank you, Samuel. I've learned so much, not just about plants, but about life, too," he said with heartfelt appreciation. Samuel smiled, seeing the change in the young boy. "Remember, Tom, life is full of seasons. There will be times of growth, times of harvest, and times of rest." Samuel gazed at the sky, watching the clouds drift by. "There will be sunny days and storms," he said thoughtfully. "But each season has its purpose." Tom took these words to heart, realizing that challenges were just part of the journey. As years passed, Tom never forgot Samuel's lessons. He faced each challenge with patience and perseverance. Tom's dreams began to bear fruit. He had built a successful business, inspired by sustainable farming practices he had learned from Samuel. Tom often visited Samuel, now in his twilight years, to share his successes and seek advice. "You see, Tom, you were once like that tiny seed, and look at you now," said Samuel. Tom looked at Samuel with gratitude in his eyes. "I couldn't have done it without your wisdom, Samuel," he said sincerely. Samuel shook his head with a gentle smile. "No, Tom, the potential was always within you," he said. "Like a seed, you just needed the right conditions to grow." Inspired by Samuel's mentorship, Tom began sharing the farmer's wisdom with others. Tom held up a small seed, echoing the wisdom he had once received. "Success is like planting a seed," he said, his voice filled with understanding. And so, the wisdom of the old farmer continued to spread, inspiring generation after generation. The once small village flourished, much like Samuel's crops and Tom's dreams. And just as new saplings grew beside old trees, new dreams were born alongside fulfilled ones. Years later, Tom found himself in Samuel's role, sharing the farmer's wisdom with a new generation with a seedling, and smiled. Tom handed the young girl a small pot with a seedling and smiled. "Remember, great things start small," he said gently. "Nurture your dreams, and they will grow." And so, the cycle continued, each generation planting seeds of wisdom for the next, creating a legacy of growth, perseverance, and success. Just as a tiny seed grows into a mighty tree, dreams flourish with patience, care, and perseverance. The wisdom of one farmer changed a boy's life, and that wisdom continued to inspire generations. What seeds will you plant today? If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more bedtime adventures.